Hello, it is me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned in Tarot. And we're going to use the relationship spread today to take a look at your relationship with either a person that you have in mind, or someone new that you're calling in, or someone new that you're interested in, just to get a little bit more information about really what your intuition, what thoughts you're having, what feelings you're having in regards to this person. If you would like to book this as a personal reading rather than experiencing it as a collective reading, you can click the link below, tunedintarot.com, scroll down to the video recorded readings, and you will see a reading for $33. Select that, and in the comments, write the relationship spread. You will also notice that right now my video recorded readings are 50% off after the end of the month, after my birthday on July 31st. They will return to the new price, or they will actually be at the new price point. And that is because I am transitioning out of doing readings as my main source of income, and I will be receiving abundance in other ways, so I will just not be doing as many readings. So if you would like readings at that current price point, it is the best time to get those readings, and then come August they will be 50% more than they currently are right now. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Let's get started. The first position that we're looking at, and you'll have to ignore my brother's music as he's getting dressed for work. We're hearing that in the other room. But the first position is, what will I learn from this person? So what are you learning from this current person and that is in your mind right now that you came to the reading about, or someone new that's coming into your life or that you have in mind? We have the World card and the Queen of Swords, which says independence. This is all about feminine energy here. This is about closure, completion, healthy boundaries, independence, as the card says here. This is the Fountain Tarot, and we have the Field Tarot. The World card, she's on top of the world. All of the things, pieces are coming together. There's an everything is working out for me lesson here. Everything always works out for me. The Queen of Swords card is about discernment and having a clear strategy, communication, direct communication. There's vulnerability embodied here in this World card, and then we're seeing that she chooses when to express her vulnerability, who to express it with, how she is comfortable expressing it. So there's really knowing herself, really understanding herself and her motivations. This is being able to know how to make the world you want to make. It can also be about ending a cycle, cutting away behaviors that no longer serve you, and ending a cycle where you were uncomfortable with your vulnerability, and really embracing it and realizing that your vulnerability gives you power, rather than the other way around. An accurate portrayal of this person's personality. So we have the Two of Cups here and the Princess of Swords, which has the word curiosity here at the bottom. Now, this Two of Cups is interesting because it is showing me that both people are seeking this one cup when there is this other cup here that is not attended to. And my feeling for that is that in the past, this person in relationships has consistently looked to the feminine energy to fill the masculine's cup. He has not been able to fill his own cup. He has not been able to tap into his own self-love or energy, and he has consistently sought out relationships that would provide this for him, provide his emotional fulfillment, his emotional processing. And it's not the best trait, honestly. This is somebody who's probably going to be like a serial monogamist. Like, they're always in a relationship because If they're not in a relationship, then they don't feel like they know how to be vulnerable or take care of themselves, or it's definitely something that they've often pushed onto the other person or partner. The curiosity card for me, the Page of Swords card for me, is somebody who prefers to watch from the sidelines. They don't feel like they completely are prepared or understand exactly how to do something. It takes a lot of energy for them to work up the courage to go and do what it is that they're seeking to do. So rather than take those risks, they will often just remain watching, observing, being curious, and learning. Hello. It's fine. You're just you are the masculine energy. My brother is commenting. He's observing how accurate this is about him. Sorry. This is something you should work on. We should talk. I should. We should talk. Love you too. Have a good day. So the this is definitely somebody who is standoffish and relies on feminine energy, watching the feminine energy to know what move to make next, what to do next. In terms of astrology, we have water energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So those signs can be in the big three of your person, or really those are probably the big three that are within your person. It could also be the Venus sign for them too. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. So the next position is the driving force of their intention with you. Well, okay. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And I'm shocked because I just said that their personality was to seek this one cup here, but we have two cups here, and that's very interesting because I think the driving force of their intention with you is to finally be able to reflect back that filled cup. So this is how they have been. This has been how their personality has been in the past. And now they are really realizing that they need to stop doing that. Just as my brother was saying that we should talk later about this. And actually do their own emotional processing. Feel their feelings. Reflect back the feelings of love that they have within them. And so their driving force with you is love. And it's a beautiful love. It's a pure love. I'm feeling really good about this energy as I'm holding it and feeling the energy coming from it. There are two birds here. This is not just a thing where there's you just filling up their cup. They really want to give and receive equally with you. So that's a really good sign. How does this person truly feel about you? For the record, I pulled cards for this reading from two different decks and started this reading. And it was not good energy. But I was reading it and then I accidentally hit my mouse pad, which stopped the stream. So I thought about it and I was like, I really want to shift that energy. I don't love the feeling of that energy that was coming through. I'm going to get some different decks and I'm going to do an entirely other reading, even though I already spent 8 minutes on the first reading. And I did, and I'm so glad I did that. And so that is another sign for me that if you have been thinking in a way that has not been positive about your person, all you have to do is shift the way you're thinking about the situation. Shift how you're thinking about it. And I think that's really interesting because honestly, this first position This is the world which is turning, right? Something ending the way that you're thinking about something and seeing clearly a new way could definitely be a meaning that's coming through for these readings. Wow, that's so significant. Okay, very, very interesting. So, how does this person feel about you? We have the Chariot in the headspace and the Two of Cups, and we have Union here. So, this person is surrendering to this connection. They are surrendering to the feelings they have. They are really, this to them, you feel like a very significant major connection. They want to move forward with you into a relationship. They feel that you have to both learn to work together as a team, and that is something they want to do. They no longer want to focus on darkness. They want to bring in light. They want to really change the dynamic between the two of you. But they have so much love for you and a desire to have a physical union, to meet up in the physical. Wow. Okay. So let's look at how a card to describe your relationship in the near future. Wow. Okay. We have the King of Wands. This is not what I expected. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So the King of Wands is somebody who is bold enough to take action. They are pioneering. They do not wait for any reason. They just go forward and they move quickly and with determination. And they come out on top because they're very, very confident. The fact that this says perseverance for the Seven of Pentacles is this person is determined to persevere through any of the obstacles that have existed between you in the past. They feel that they have made you wait long enough and that it is time to actually harvest this abundance. And I'm getting the sense that if you want to support yourself in these beliefs for this reading, something that you can do is work your affirmation through each chakra, which is something that I have been learning to do recently. So we focus a lot on affirming I am, and it's important to affirm, or I'm going to use worthiness as an example. I am worthy. I feel worthy. This is the sacral chakra. So this is the root. I am worthy. The sacral is I feel worthy. The solar plexus is I act worthy, or I do things from a place of worthiness, or I act in ways that deserve respect, admiration, and support. The heart chakra is I love the feeling of worthiness, or I love in a way that deserves respect, admiration, and support. The throat chakra is I speak from a place of worthiness, or I speak in a way that deserves respect, admiration, and support. The third eye is I see myself as worthy. I see worthiness all around me. And the crown chakra is I understand what it means to be worthy, or I understand my worthiness, or I know my worth. So that is a way to work your affirmation through each level. And I'm working on a sound healing that will take you through each stage. And I will be doing subliminal worthiness messages for the first one. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be available at the link in my profile. You'll see it when it's there. It's probably going to be available by the end of the week. So the future of this connection is that everything that you've been waiting for is going to be yours, and the masculine energy is determined to give you that. So we're going to get some messages from their higher self. We have the Queen of Pentacles and perspective. And I love this. And then we also have an animal spirit card. We have cat spirit, claim your independence. Now this is really interesting because we saw independence on this first card for what you're learning from this connection. And we see that there is this independence also embodied by the Queen of Pentacles. The Hanged Man came out in today's TikTok reading, which I will be posting soon as well, so stay tuned for that. I used the Beneath the Moon book to read a fairy tale that applied to the Hanged Man card. So that's probably an important message for you as well. And this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is absolutely independent. She lives off of the abundance that she's able to attract through her imagination, through her creativity. She is nurturing, she is kind, she is caring. And so this person, the message from their higher self is that during this time that we've been waiting, because we saw with that Seven of Pentacles that you have been waiting for this transformation from this person. This person has really gained this perspective on honestly how to embody this energy for themselves. So how to nurture and care for themselves, how not to rely exclusively on the divine feminine for this, but to be able to do this for themselves. They are also really acutely aware that they have been waiting for someone like you specifically to come into their lives, and they've had to overcome quite a lot of obstacles in the way of their mindset in order to be able to have this experience with you. And the cat spirit message, this is what they would say to you. It's number 13. They would say, this has been a time that I have been facing some unpredictable situations. I have been hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because I have feared that I couldn't trust myself. But I can feel my intuition telling me to go for it because I will land on my feet. If nothing seems to have gone according to plan, there is no reason to worry. I love to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring us some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. I am ready to pounce, as I am called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, my instincts are keen and my intuition is sharp. I am remembering that even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success, so I am embracing the adventure. I am sure-footed, and I can trust in myself. Okay, I don't hate this message. Would say I'm even kind of into it. So, love this message for us. So, significant signs for you right now. The word independence. Cat spirit. So, seeing cats. If you have a cat, that cat for you might be significant right now. I just dreamed about somebody having 2 cats the other night. Very interesting. All right, I'm going to give you a sign, and I'm also going to give you a self-care activity. But before that, I pulled the top and the bottom of the deck just to give you a little bit of advice or hope or whatever. So the top of the deck is something that you need to keep in mind. We have here the Page of Cups and the Six of Swords. On the bottom it says transition. So you are transitioning from a place of emotional underdevelopment to a place of emotional mastery. This is also keeping in mind the true love and innocence in your connection, and that wherever you're going next, you've learned many painful lessons and you are going to be able to overcome obstacles much more easily because of the lessons that you have learned. So even though it's scary to go to an unknown place, and even though you might feel a little unprepared for the kind of love that's coming through, because we're going from this Page of Cups, we have this Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, you might feel a little bit nervous or awkward or uncertain of yourself. Just know that you have learned everything that you need to learn for this to be a successful journey. And then some hidden assistance that you have is that your time that you have spent alone in this hermit energy has taught you what will actually bring you emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. And this is vital information in order for you to maintain that sense of satisfaction and happiness throughout your connection, and not just rely upon someone else to fill your cup, but to be able to bring two full cups together and share them together. And we've had that image come up many times now in this reading. So you have really learned on your solo journey here everything that you need to have this beautiful emotional fulfillment and satisfaction that you've been seeking literally your whole life. So that is freaking fantastic. So when you see this sign, you will know that you are on the brink of this person's taking this action. So the sign is traffic cone, and the word on this is caution, and the number is 32. Now, what I am thinking is that you may actually be feeling a bit hesitant, or like you should be cautious in regards to this person's energy, because they're going to come in big. This is a big energy. This is not a little small initiation or communication. This is a big deal showing up in a major way, sweeping you off your feet, but being able to maintain that fire because they have mastery over it. This is monogamy. This is a serious person who is really determined to share all of this abundance with you. You may at first feel some caution coming up. That is your old self-concept trying to draw you back to your comfort zone. And I want you to just know that you are safe and protected, that you are smart and discerning, that you have learned the lessons that are necessary on your journey to be able to have this true love culminate in this spiritual fulfillment. These two cards together is an 11. Very interesting energy there. So you absolutely may feel cautious at first, but resist that hesitation that came up even with cat spirit. It is time to pounce. You will land on your feet. Do not be scared of this person. Do not be scared of this energy. You can trust this energy. There is nothing to fear. There is a need to approach the situation carefully. This card is a gentle warning that there is a chance for things to go awry. For me, this is more about you sabotaging because of your fear of intimacy. You could experience delays or inconveniences in your plans, but try to take them in stride. And that's kind of what the cat spirit card said as well. They are not personal. Be clear in your communication to limit possible misunderstandings. Be on your guard when making plans or moving forward with agreements or contracts. Read all the details and take the time to obtain any information that may be missing. The orange cone is visible enough to pose as a warning and hopefully bright enough to inspire a proactive approach. When you take precautions, you can prevent future issues and protect others from missteps as well. This is a sign to slow down and reroute if necessary. The detours may take a little longer and be inconvenient, but ultimately it's all for your greater good. The additional meanings are think before you act, delays ahead, omens, or feeling blocked. So for me, this is a warning. When you see this, if you see this caution sign, pay attention to the thoughts you're having. Are those thoughts the type of thoughts that are blocking you, keeping you from going forward, telling you it's not going to work out, making you feel like it's too big of a risk? Change those thoughts. Carefully analyze and change those thoughts. And this is very significant to me right now because of the moon cycle, but this says sync with the moon cycle. This is your self-care activity. Number 51. The mantra is, I embrace my ebb and flow, my many phases, and the cycles of life. We are moving from the new moon into the waxing crescent. So the waxing crescent is focus on manifesting your intentions and keep visuals around for support. As you move into the first quarter, take actions to show your devotion to manifesting your intentions. As we hit the waxing gibbous, celebrate the beauty of the human experience and all that is moving in your desired direction. At the full moon, take note of how your intentions have manifested. Reflect with gratitude and let go of what is no longer serving you. Put your crystals and sacred belongings outside under the moonlight for recharging and cleansing. For the waning gibbous, clean your house and continue releasing what is no longer serving you. For the third quarter, connect with the natural world and let your awareness be drawn to the divine beauty of life's cycle and timelines. When you're at the waning crescent, cleanse the energy and reflect with gratitude on the cycle that's coming to a close. And at the next new moon, carve out the time and space to get clear on your desires and set your intentions. Write down what you want to manifest to amplify your intentions and keep track. Your journal prompt is, after spending a month tracking your energetic, sexual, and other cycles throughout the moon phases, what has been illuminated for you? So really tune into the moon cycle right now. Again, if you're watching this at the time that I'm posting it, we're entering into that waxing crescent energy. So right now it is important to focus on manifesting your intentions and keeping visuals around for support. Again, your mantra is, I embrace my ebb and flow, my many phases, and the cycles of life. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I hope this reading helped you. I'm so glad I did a second reading. And always allow yourself to pivot. If you feel like the place where you are doesn't quite feel right, just pivot. And I've been doing that a lot lately, and it's really helped me a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you later here on Tuned In Tarot. Take care.